is your takeaways, and this is very typical of someone that comes outside on the downswing. Your club, you manipulate the club with your hands, and the club gets underneath that red line. So you take it inside too quick. Your hands work off the red line, and the club works under. So the minute the shaft is on too shallow of an angle and not parallel to the plane angle of the shaft, what happens is your brain starts to go, well, that's not right, so now I'm going to start popping it over. So you go from very shallow, very horizontal plane to a steep plane. And this isn't too bad, but it's bad enough to get you in trouble. So what I want to do is I want to change the angle of the shaft by keeping the hands on the angle of the shaft on your takeaway. Essentially, that means you're not allowed to move this wrist angle. You're going to keep the angle of the shaft by maintaining the angle in the lead wrist. I want to get this arm rotated so this elbow is in this way. Right, that's different. Yeah, and I want to show you what it looks like. Take it back properly so that, you know, we're going to create what I would call is kind of like a figure 8 drill. So if I draw the club shaft line, notice how the hands stay in, but the club head stays to the outside of that line. Now, as I cock my wrist, the shaft's more vertical. So my angle going back is steeper than your angle going back, right? Okay, so I'm going to shallow it out coming down. So I'm going to go steeper to a shallower plane, and the club's going to return to the angle of the shaft. So instead of going shallow on the back and steep coming down, we're going to go the other direction. Now, some of that's also brought on by the fact that, like I said earlier, we want to transition with your hips moving toward the target and getting your lower body to move independently of your upper body. And that's something you can practice as well. I've got some biofeedback. I'll work with you on that.